Have you ever wondered why the kid who was the smartest in class grew up to feel completely lost? Why someone who learned fast, solved everything easily, and amazed adults now struggles with motivation, friendships, confidence, and direction? If that sounds like you, or someone you know, this episode may hit a little too close. Today, we're talking about a silent psychological trap. What really happens when a child grows up identified as the smart one, and how that praise slowly turns into pressure, isolation, fear of failure, and emotional emptiness. Stay with me, because by the end of this episode, you'll understand why you became the way you are, and more importantly, how to break out of it. Welcome to the Tawny Mind Psychology Podcast, The Gifted Child Trap. Let's start with something many smart kids never talk about. Being smart becomes their whole personality. When teachers say, "You're brilliant," when parents say, "You're special," and classmates say, "Just ask them, they'll know," a child learns one message. I'm valued for my intelligence, not my feelings, not my personality, just my ability. And that's where the trap begins. When a child builds their entire identity around being smart, anything that threatens that identity becomes terrifying. A difficult assignment, not understanding something immediately, getting a B instead of an A. To most people, these things are normal. To the gifted child, it feels like losing the very thing that makes them worthy. This is where many smart kids quietly develop perfectionism, fear of embarrassment, avoidance of challenges, emotional detachment, and the belief that their value only exists when they excel. Why smart kids struggle socially? Another reason smart kids grow up lonely is simple. They were taught intellectual intelligence, but not emotional intelligence. They learned how to solve problems, but not how to communicate. They understood logic, but not subtle emotions. They memorized facts, but never learned social cues. This leads to adults who feel socially behind, overly analytical, uncomfortable in groups, afraid of saying the wrong thing, and trapped in their own minds. Smart kids grow up self-reliant. They don't ask for help because they're used to doing everything alone. And when you never ask for help, you never build deep relationships. That's how many former gifted kids become lonely adults. The pressure of being the one who will succeed. Gifted children grow up hearing things like, "You're going to do great things. You'll be successful one day. You're our hope." It sounds supportive, but to a child, it feels like weight. So when that child becomes an adult and suddenly realizes that success isn't automatic, that life is confusing, that hard work matters more than raw talent, they quietly break down. They feel ashamed when life gets difficult. They hide their burnout because they think smart people shouldn't struggle. They avoid talking about their pain because they feel they're not supposed to have any. This pressure turns into imposter syndrome, procrastination, chronic self-doubt, fear of starting anything, and the constant feeling of letting people down. The hidden emotional wounds. Let's go deeper. Many smart kids carry emotional wounds they don't even recognize. Number 1, emotional neglect disguised as independence. Adults think they're smart, they'll figure it out. The child learns, I must handle everything myself. Number 2, conditional love. Praise for intelligence becomes the only form of validation. The child learns, if I'm not smart, I'm not lovable. Number 3, the belief that everything should be easy. If they struggle, they assume something is wrong with them. Number 4, overthinking as protection. They analyze everything to avoid looking stupid or making mistakes. Number 5, shame around normal human errors. A simple mistake feels catastrophic. It feels like a threat to their entire identity. These wounds follow them into adulthood. Now, let's talk about how all of this shows up later in adult life. 1, career paralysis. Smart adults often don't know what they truly want because for years others told them what they should want. 2. Inconsistent motivation. They relied on talent instead of discipline and now struggle to stay consistent. 3. Relationship challenges. Vulnerability feels like failure, so they avoid emotional closeness. 4. Self-sabotage. Procrastination becomes a shield. If they don't start, they can't fail. 5. Feeling behind, especially socially and emotionally. But here's the truth most smart kids never hear. Nothing is wrong with you. You were simply misunderstood. How to heal and rebuild your identity. Here's how former gifted kids can finally heal. Number 1, redefine your identity beyond intelligence. You are more than your brain. You're allowed to be emotional, imperfect, and human. Number 2, allow yourself to be a beginner again. Growth requires trying things you're not immediately good at. Number 3, build emotional intelligence intentionally. Learn communication, vulnerability, and boundaries. Number 4, embrace slow progress. Consistency matters more than talent. Number 5, stop isolating yourself. Connection requires letting others see you, not the perfect version, the real one. Number 6, celebrate effort, not outcomes. This rewires your entire self-worth. Number 7, seek community. Find people who understand the way your mind works. You're not broken. You were just a smart child who learned to survive by being perfect, quiet, and capable. But now you get to rewrite your story. If this episode made you think, feel, or realize something about yourself, hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know, what part of this episode felt the most true for you? Your comment might be the one that helps someone else feel seen. Thank you for listening to the Tawny Mind Psychology Podcast. See you in the next episode.